Hi, my name is Marcel Lahaye and I'm going to present the project How's Your Sewing? Investigating metrics to automatically assess sewing expertise. This project was achieved together with my colleagues from the RWTH Aachen University, Ricarda Rahm, Andreas Dymek, Adrian Wagner, Judith Ernstberger and Jan Borchers. Makers must regularly assess their crafting expertise. To ascertain whether they can execute steps in their crafting process, we propose using automated expertise assessment systems that could help makers assess their skills and progress, similar to, for example, how fitness trackers can give us insights into our physique. To investigate the potential of this approach and support research and development of such systems, we identified assessment metrics for the example application area of sewing. To do so, we interviewed 10 sewing-related instructors about their evaluation process, assessment criteria, and guidelines for student evaluations. Additionally, we showed the instructors a small bag tailored by one of the authors. We asked them to assess the crafter's expertise, tell us on what criteria they based their assessment, and categorize the crafter roughly into either novice, intermediate, or expert. We used thematic coding to derive 11 assessment criteria, which we expect to be utilizable by such automated expertise assessment systems that we described. To demonstrate the applicability of our metrics, we developed a prototype that assesses criteria around the identified metric, seam allowance. The seam allowance is the area between the edge of the fabric and the stitching line that connects pieces of fabric. The interaction workflow of the prototype application is as follows. First, the user prints a practice worksheet using the application. Afterward, the user uses their sewing machine to stitch onto the worksheet. The user tries to sew at a constant distance along the target line. Afterward, the user can scan the result with our application. The application first uses computer vision to detect the two lines in the image and then searches for good alignment of them by overlapping them and then translating them into multiple directions. This alignment is then used to calculate the replication accuracy and the distance variation. The first is the percentage of overlapping points between the target and the sewn line. The distance variation is the standard deviation of the distance between point pairs of the lines before the realignment. A low distance variation indicates that the user could sew their line at a constant distance to the target line. These two scores are finally displayed to the user and can be used to get an estimate of one's sewing expertise. Overall, we expect automated expertise assessment systems to support users in practicing their skills, mitigating the effects of self-assessment bias.